Boo. What's up, familia? Welcome to the Scary Corner.
Yo!
Welcome to the tour, the horror movie tour. And today we're stopping to take a train to Busan.
Bosnia.
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 I'm sorry. I apologize.
That was maybe a language.
So yeah, we're stopping here on our movie tour. Just a quick. Next week we'll be doing a double feature: Hocus Pocus 1 and 2.
That's a whole lot of focuses.
Pocus is Mon. Because the new Hocus Pocus 2 is dropping September 30th. Cheap plug.
That's right. Stay focused.
On the Mickey Mouse channel.
Oh boy! Make sure to give me your money.
Hot dog, hot dog.
Hey up, trick or treat, motherfucker!
Hey, Poodle, bite that motherfucker. Okay. I am the party boy.
El Sambino still celebrating
We
another
get a
day
little,
of the undead life.
we still got a little red cup action going on.
Yeah, baby, salute.
Get up for your
Cross
favorite
my cup,
homie.
water.
Give it up for the bass. Cousin Neil will be back next week with the yeah. Da.
Just put a
Give
picture of a toy and we got him here.
Oh. And give it up for the favorite hit Busan.
Guzman.
Woo!
It felt like he's a Chapo. Chapo Guzman.
El Hitman Guzman.
And we are here to review that scary zombie.
El Tren.
I saw my family members in that. I'm like, hey, I know that girl. That's my cousin Pete. What's up, Pete?
Yeah.
And I saw
probably some good times. I thought you were with the slow shuffling zombies, but you were with the dude. Like if all right, during a zombie outbreak,
yes.
like stay out of Korea. Like all of them are the fast. They're like the great shit zombies. Like they don't shuffle. They get right down to business.
But the thing you see is they're not doing it to the need for feed. I mean, the need to eat. Oh, what's it called from Resident Evil? They need to feed. They just want to bite you to bite you.
I got a need for speed. Yeah,
that's why I was calling them the biters all the time.
Yeah, they didn't clearly define it, and that's fine. Because what's interesting, you look at like the Western profile of a zombie, and it's like they are, according to this science, and they break it down, and they're like the slow walkery types. And then you get into Korea and the Eastern influence, and they're just like, no, we're gonna kill you.
Track stars.
Exactly. Like, we don't need to know the science. Let's keep it a little mysterious, and it's kind of scarier that way. And I get that.
But not only that, we've seen those zombies in All of Us Are Dead, right? Or Alive.
The exact same ones.
But some kids. I know. But I'm saying it like some of them were immune to the bite, so we didn't see no immunity in this movie.
No, but when you get into that though, are there like only 6 main actors in like Korean movies or what? Like
it's like the core, right? Like the core.
Yeah. Look at Beefy Husband. Beefy Husband, he was in the Eternals. And
was
he
it?
in some other stuff, right?
Yeah, that's it.
And then Home Run Boy Furendo, I'm pretty sure he was in All of Us Are Dead. Maybe I'm mistaken. It was like
and then the girlfriend was a ex K-pop star too.
They might have like a central studio, that just
they got that, right? Like, all right, call the 12. We're making a movie.
Yeah. They're the Avengers of Korea, bro.
That's it.
Assemble.
Yeah.
I like hot dog. What was your first impressions of the movie?
Like I knew exactly what I was signing up for, so I was ready for it. You know, I had never seen it, but I knew that it inspired All of Us Are Dead, and that their whole take on zombies was what it was. You know, so I was ready for it. It's on a train. It's like claustrophobia mixed with zombies, and it's like, all right,
It was like a
I'm ready.
haunted
It's
house
gonna be
effect.
interesting.
Suspense.
Exactly.
Okay, no,
And then
can you imagine that, but underground, like the LA Metro?
Man, I can't even imagine that thing.
Claustrophobia
existing.
times 3. Oh man, underground was in the dark.
And then, like, paired with that, with like their typical tropes, which we see with the like scorned person who turns on everyone, and like the hero type who it doesn't work out, and like etc. Like, we get to see all their tropes shine in this movie too.
And that's true. And then one aspect is you have one child in there.
Yeah, there's
So
one child on that whole ass train.
So you have one child, you have one elderly, so they cover all the bases.
Oh, yeah.
They have everybody in there. They have the bad guy, the good guys, the heroes, the non-heroes, the chicken shits, the
and the hero's like an unlovable jerk.
Diversification, you know?
Yeah.
At its finest.
So it was funny. So guys, what do we say about getting into this shit? Choo-choo. So we see this truck roll up into this quarantine zone. We see it hazmat people like, I don't know what the quick wash was like.
You want me to do your window, sir?
I got the new Windex.
Yeah.
And then he asks like, what's going on? Like, oh, don't worry about it. It's nothing. He's like, okay. And then the guard said, oh, we have a minor leak in the biotech district. I'm like, that's cool. Like, we got animatronics and all that. Umbrella Corporation. Huh? My name is Alice.
Oh.
So she's like, all right, then if you guys keep burying my livestock, I'm gonna get mad. I think that's what he tells him. So he goes, he drives by. He's like, I guess he's reaching for his phone because he's vibrating. See, don't text and drive, kids. You might hit a deer. So he's driving. He goes, what was that? So he gets off and he goes, He gets back in the car and he keeps driving away. And then we get a zoom in to this crippling deer coming back to life with the categorized eyes. He's like, I can't see shit.
Side note, though, there are deer actually like that.
Oh yeah, they call them zombie deer, right? Deer?
They're called mouse deer, and they have the cataracts and they have like crazy fangs.
What the fuck? They're vampires?
Yeah, they're.
You see them hanging them upside down trees?
I was just like, yeah, it's just a mouse deer. They're not scary.
Kind of like a Winnebago.
Just a creepy little thing.
You'll get a bagel, extra creamy.
A little Winnebago.
What a bingo!
Whole face and everything.
Oh shit! And then we meet one of our protagonists. Yes. Yeah, that guy. His name is Seoko Woo. He's in his office. Wearing a bow tie. He's wearing a white T-shirt. You know, he's calling his ex-wife at the time, or is. He's like, when are you going to take care of the child? Like, I have it under control and all this. And she's like, okay, whatever. They're like, I want him back. So they're trying to fight, and then that's when his homie comes in. What's his name? Nico? Kim. So Kim comes like, what's up, dog? And I'm like, I don't know, I have this girl. And then he's like, what are you going to do for her birthday? And she's like, oh, what are kids are into these days? And he tells them, right? Then we meet the other protagonist. Her name is Sue-Ann. Sue or Ann, or she's a little girl. And then she's like, here. And then she's like, okay, open it up. So like she opens it up. She's like, She looks at it like the dad is like, "Aren't you excited?" It's like he looks over there. You see, because she saw like it's a Wii. She opens up the Wii. It's like, "Aren't you excited?" And then she looks over there like, "Dude, you already gave me one."
Look, dude, and then Pug comes in, Pug from She-Hulk, and he's like, "One to stock and one to rock." She's like, "Oh, all right."
And then she tried to twist it, saying, yeah, the International Kids is coming up. I probably could give it away from him." And then the dad's like, "Do you have another wish?" She's like, "Yeah, I wish I could go see my mom in Busan." Roll credits. And then they're driving. They're like, "All right, fine, let's go." So they're driving, and all of a sudden, you see ash falling from the sky, and then she's like, "What is this?"
And then he's like, "Let's do a Pokemon battle."
Suan, I choose you.
Charmander, go!
So you see a building on fire, and then that's our first jump scare because the fire friends go boom, like, oh shit, okay.
And he's like, "Damn, that sucks. Anyway, let's take the train. I don't want to drive."
So we're fast forwarding to a train station, and then we'll go inside the what's it called, the cabins, the carts. So we're inside the baseball team cart. Then we see all the passengers, the elderly, and then we see the Sooko and Suan. How do you say his name? Suko?
I don't know, Prince Zuko.
There you go.
Yeah, I thought it was Suko.
Okay, Suko. I'm sorry.
Oh.
And then after that, the stewardess, she's like looking behind and like, all right, trying to say all aboard, and you see this girl just makes a dash right behind her. She's like, "Oh, I didn't hear that. It's okay. Let's close the door." Ding dong.
Yeah, and the ticket taker didn't see her.
And then we see like she has like a bite mark with all the veins changing color, and she's like, she's convulsing on the floor.
Pop blacking.
Pop, blocking. So she's like twitching on the floor, and then the train attendant finds her on the floor, and she's like, "Are you okay? Hello?" And then she gets on the radio, and she's like focusing on the radio, like, "Hello." And then the thing is like right behind her. She's like,
Mm-hmm.
we get our first incident. Dun dun dun. So yeah. What happened?
I was like fatality.
So she sees her like, dude, the strength of that stewardess to walk down the aisle with the baseball team still getting gnawed on. She's like, ah. And she
I
falls.
liked when the baseball team, when the chick came in, though.
Oh, yeah.
The cheerleader, and they're like, "Oh, all right, one chick." But I don't know. I don't know if that's like a difference in cultures, where she came and she's just like, "I like you, deal with it." Like that's not a Western. It's like, I don't know.
You
would
gotta
not
fight
be
for
so,
that, man.
so brazen. I
Yeah.
don't know. I thought that was kind of cool. Like, is that really how they like? Should I have been born in Korea? I don't. Anyway.
It depends. Also, it's socialist, right? If you're top, of course they want to want you more. But
Yeah, maybe there's some things that are not great.
hey, anyways, yeah. So the stewardess falls to the ground, and then everyone's like panicking, like, "What the hell is that?" And then she gets up. The stewardess, she does the twitching too, and then turn instantly. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, no chill.
It's faster than my cup of noodles, man. It's just
They took the
instant
train.
set. Doesn't take no 3 minutes to turn to the flavor. It's just instantly. And of course, everyone's like, the both of them gets up, start biting the bad guys, and then the bad guys start biting the other bad guys. And then all the baseball guys are stumbling on each other. You would have seen, like, after one, it's like, all right, what the fuck's going on? It's like, come on, start swinging, fighting or something. I just like, okay, go. I was like, what the hell, man?
You ignore it. Just stay.
Yeah, it'll go away, yeah.
Yeah. It'll sort itself out eventually.
And all of a sudden, all the commotion, and we'll see the other passengers are seeing what is happening, so they start running from one car to another. We're trying away from the biters. Like, I start calling them biters because that's all they do.
But at this point, the daughter is in.
Dude, they're not feeding. You don't see guts. You don't see like
Yeah,
traditional. You know what I'm saying? It's
no,
not
you just see
gnawing off.
like a little bit of blood. That's it.
It's just a nick and you're done. It's like
Yeah. And that's all it takes. Is a single bite, I guess, in this universe. At this point, we see that Suan is in a bathroom 2 cars down from her dad, and her dad is passed out. But remember, also when they were leaving the station, Suan was sitting next to him, and she saw some attacks at their station that they departed from.
oh yeah.
And then she just was like, all right, I'm gonna wander away from my dad.
It's because there was someone in the bathroom and it's like he's knocking and it's like, hey, get out, and then it's like
she bumped into Beefy Dad and she's like, hey, can I use this? And he's like, no, dude, like my girl's pregnant and she's a monster. Room. I'll just use the other one.
So yeah, so like you were saying with Suan, like they finally managed to open the door and we thought it was gonna be like a jump scare, and it's like no, it's an old homeless guy saying, they're all dead, they're all dead. Like, are you okay? Just go over there. So within minutes, you get from 1 zombie to 100 zombies, and all the passengers managed to gather in one cart towards the front.
That's really how it'd be like, huh? When you guys like have your parties at Griffith Park. It starts with just one of you, and there's like 100 also.
Hey, don't forget we get lowriders around the corner, man. We get hop contest.
I'm talking about zombies. Is that a thing?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is that zombie culture?
Put us some better before we just rolling up. What's up, dog?
I don't know what switches you flicking.
And then we get I know we're jumping some areas, but we meant to introduce the mom. Well, the mom is back at home, of course, and then like how.
Oh yeah, we did. That's right.
Yeah, we said in the beginning. Yeah, kind of skipped over that, but it's not important. And the mom calls them. It's like, hey, is Suan okay? Like, yeah, I'm gonna take her to the mom, and we're gonna meet her in Busan. And then we start hearing her like she's kind of changing a little, and like getting a little phlegm going, Like, are you okay, Mom? And she's like, I'm okay. She said something bite her, right?
No, she doesn't say anything. She doesn't indicate anything.
Yeah.
She's just like talking about how she loves her granddaughter and stuff.
And she loves him. She's like, I'm sorry. And then you see her like just, yeah.
She's like, gone. Oh, she wants to do a see her mom. Oh, that bitch. I was like, yeah, famous last words.
Snap, crack.
And then her mom turns, and then the line goes dead. So the whole point that the conductor saying that they were going to stop in the next stop, right? To go check it out. So they're thinking like, oh, the next stop will be safe to let people out because we have the people in the back, the zombies. I mean, the biters. They only say zombies once.
Well, that's more than any other movie.
So a copyrighted term though by Marvel?
That's by me, bro.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering because
the original.
Go on.
The one and only. As they approach a train station, people start being like, hey, hell, let us in. And all of a sudden you see like a fucking swarm. You start people biting and shit, and they're like, oh my god. That jump. Yeah. It's funny how they attack people. They lunge themselves on top of them.
Yeah.
They don't try to tackle you, just fucking straight out tackle you.
Yeah, and then a dad is like, they watch everyone die in front of them, and then he's like, oh, shield your eyes. Like, it's all already happened.
I know after it happened.
Not that bite. You can't see that bite. No.
This is too much, right? I don't know.
You bit them in a certain area.
Whoa.
Doesn't meet the criteria. Close your eyes, honey.
You don't see no eyeballs, like I said, no gore. It's just bite and turn. For the fun of it, I guess. There's no... I mean, what's the motive behind the zombie, I mean, we get kind of explanation, like you said, like in North America, it's like they're doing it because they want brains, they want to continue eating, they want to feed. Over here is just all right, and then turn, and
But
I'm like,
in this scenario, it makes sense. If we saw it from somebody else's perspective, maybe we could get more into it. But from our character's point of view, it doesn't matter what their motivation is. They don't need to know all this.
Yeah.
They just need to
I don't
know,
want to
like, where
die.
the next safe stop is.
Yeah,
So it makes sense for this movie.
yeah, that's true. I see what you mean.
Yeah, like.
But I guess
it's
we got
just
so
like, bam,
conditioned.
bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, we just got so we all got conditioned on like, oh, they're doing this because they need this, you know.
Mhm.
But now it's just and then run away like for sport, you know.
It's like a
Tag.
standard virus, man. Just attack and just destroy. You know, that's all they do. The virus enters
Like-
your body and it just spreads out.
Yeah, that's
what they're
true.
doing.
And then the train passes by the city that is in ruins, and then we get a state of an emergency by the governor. It's like, oh, everything's fine. Like we're calling a state of emergency. So you hear that the narrator. I was like, kind of chilling, eh?
Nobody's hurt. It's all good.
Yeah, go home.
Everything's under control.
Help is on the way.
Don't worry. You can still go to McDonald's drive-thrus.
And get your pumpkin Halloween bucket. Who's hyped for that, man? You know I am. Which one you want to get? The green one or the purple one or the orange
I mean,
one?
I'm not gonna get it anyway now that you told all the followers about them.
Ah, shit, I know. Disregard.
They're gonna be sold out now. Jeez.
And then on the little TV that they have, you will see a helicopter passing by, but it's fucking carrying the biters that are holding on to the side of the shotgun. And it's just fucking because they're like skateboarding underneath, and they're just like dropping. They're like missiles just dropping the biters, and they start attacking all the people around. Like, oh my god,
Their efficiency rating is like up
we gotta spread it everywhere. Pick them up.
by any means. You know, they got somebody just in a totem pop locking his way, telling him like, catch the plane, catch the cars, catch
and that-
whatever you.
And that's another thing too. They don't health damage. You break their arms and they heal them back up, or you know what I'm saying?
Well, no, dude. Look at the one dude. When they get to their next stop, that his arm is broken, and I guess his neck. He's just
Yeah.
he just rolls with it, but he doesn't heal.
Yeah, I see what you. This didn't go crack like that.
They don't establish that either. They don't. Do they kill any of them? They don't kill any of them.
No, they don't.
Except the one, maybe the asshole at the end, but I don't think so. They really don't fight back at all. It's just like
So running, pushing and running.
it's just like a panic survival kind of thing.
Yeah, that's true. So the survivors are pushed all the way to the front, and just to have enough space between the biters and I like how I'm doing this. Between the biters and the zombies and the people. So they put like water on the glass, and then
That was
they
pretty
put
clever.
newspaper for them, like, you can't see me no more.
Yeah.
They could
I'm
hear
not
me.
here anymore.
Oh god, it's like put on the glass. Oh, they're gone now. Oh, there they are.
Before
Put them
this-
on.
Before this, when they all bust into that cart, is when they run past. When I don't know his name, he rescues his daughter, and then they run past beefy husband and pregnant wife,
Mm.
and then they go to close the door, and they're like, "Wait, they're waiting," and then he's like, and the daughter's like, "Yes, open the door," and he does, and then beefy husband's like asshole, what the fuck?
I know.
But, like, he opened the door for you, dude. Like, why are you mad? I don't. All right,
I guess they weren't gonna open it.
but yeah, again, like, I recognized him right away. He's the guy he was in Eternals.
Yes,
And he's been
that
in
makes
like
sense
so
now.
much stuff. And I was like, oh, this dude's like clearly the hero of this movie. He kind of was.
So they arrive to the next train station, and then people are like, all right, get off. So the people are like getting off, and it's so quiet, you don't hear anything. But before he gets off, he gets in contact with Kim. What's the name? Seto Kaiba. He's like, hey,
Kaiba.
come on, man. You owe me a favor. He's like, all right. Like I'm gonna call my man, and then they're gonna escort you out because all these people that are getting out, they're gonna be quarantined. He's like, oh hell no, I don't want to be quarantined. I don't want to be in that movie. And then he's like, okay, he's like, all right. So when you get off, instead of going left, go right. I think it was.
Take the east wing instead of the west wing.
Yeah, there you go. So they're walking. So he called him, and he's like, so he's going, and then he sees a military man in the all the way in the far end.
Well, then Hobo Joe is like, hey, dude, I heard you.
I know. He's like, I'm going with you, and he's like, no, you're not going.
So and then the daughter who saves the granny with her broken knees. The daughter's like, you only think of yourself.
Yeah, that's what she says. Like, and that hurt me.
And that, like, yeah, that you could see him reflecting on that. Like, all right, fine, Hobo Joe, come with us. Like that motivated him to take Hobo Joe with him.
And then the passengers, everybody who starts going down the escalators and like, oh, we're saved. The GI Joe are there to help us.
Nah,
you're brave. And then you hear him, you go, like, oh my god, there's zombies.
Yeah. Oh man,
I mean, biters
too. It was Beefy Husbando and Prego Wifo. We're going down the escalator, and I was like, this is the escalator. This is pushing them toward them. My God.
It's like going down. It's like, I'm like, no.
And he picks her up, like, get up there.
So he picks up the wife and he puts them in the escalators, and he's like, we'll go up.
Oh. And that's when the whole Pee Wee softball team gets taken out.
Well, I mean, then everybody starts going up, pushing up. The biters are going up the stairs, start eating everybody. So it's funny how everybody starts going breaking up into little groups.
Yeah.
They start attacking, and then you see the core members of the survivors. Like they run behind these glass doors, and they're trying to hold it back.
Beefy husband is trying to hit the lock.
They're like, come on.
Jerk
and then the other
dad is back there fighting off another zombie. And then
Hobo
Joe runs up and he throws his hobo jacket on the guy. And the zombie can't see him, so he's like, oh shit. And then jerk asshole dad gets up. And then he's like, get over here, jerk.
Then they close the door.
Yeah. Finally.
And then the other survivors in the panic move, instead of running back into the train, they open the side where all the zombies were. I mean, the biters and all.
Like, really, you're not gonna look in the window and see all that?
Hi.
You kind of deserve that.
So they all came out. So they got the GI Joes and then the train zombies all mixing all together, having a social gathering.
The CEO of train company and not the conductor, the ticket taker are there, and he's like, what do we do? And he's like, let's get going. Go to Busan. And he's like, no, there's more survivors.
So everyone's running back into the train. They get in, and then you see there's a glass panel that just breaks, and all the zombies are landing on top of the train, bouncing off of it, and that's when you get the guy like that.
Yeah, that was wild. And then he lands on his arm, and he's like,
and the grandma's like, oh no, and then sister, oh no,
to see you.
And then they pick her up, like, come on, get in. So she gets in.
Yeah, so
and then
we go waifu and
the
together.
So you got the people behind the glass, yeah.
No, go on.
Sorry. So you got the people behind the glass. You got a strong dad, and you got asshole dad, and then you got the rest of the survivors trying to hold it. And then all of a sudden you see the glass starting to crack, like, get out of here, let's go. So they start making a dash for the train. So they're all running, like, you gotta run faster. So the asshole dad made it first, and then everybody else. And then the hero dad's like, hold on, I need to get this shield and put on. So he goes,
yeah,
and he gets it in angle.
He's the only one who like really rock shit. And No, but the home run boyfriend though jumped on along with them
Oh, yeah.
after watching his boys die.
Oh, well, they get separated on the way back into the train, so now they're different. So they're trapped because they get in, and then all of a sudden they notice that they're in the middle between the zombies and shit. So they run into the bathroom, which is the wife,
Daughter
the
Suan,
daughter, and then the
the main villain, dickhead CEO guy.
So now he gives him a call. He's like, "Hey, where are you?" He's like, "We're being help! Please help us! Come get me!" He's like, "Now!" He's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, and
So
then
now,
they do the math, and somehow they come to there's like 4 cars. But I was like, "What math is this?" That she was like, "I'm car 14, and they're on car 9 or something." I was like, huh? All right.
huh? Like from one end to the other end.
And then they're like,
So-
"All right, we haven't heard any of these things. We can make this." All right.
So we got Seo, Seto Kaiba, Zhang, which is Buff Dad, and Yong, which is the baseball boyfriend guy.
And then he takes off his somewhat safe long sleeve jacket.
He taped the first. They're all taping their wrists and their arms, their
suit up.
forearms, ready to go. I'm like, dude, fingers, come on.
Yeah.
When they're jamming in their eyes, like, oh.
Is that gonna come into play later?
Oh.
So they suit up.
I see what you
They
did
get
there.
ready.
So they start teeing off on somebody. They go in there like,
Yeah, dude.
Can-
Home run
like
boyfriend
Triple G,
is
Canelo.
dropping stocks in
Yeah.
this next car.
it was Canelo, Triple G, and then the baseball guy was hitting the bad. Bling, bling. One with the
Yeah,
shield,
he was
one
in
with the baton.
dominating. Yeah, hell yeah. And then we get to the next car, and then what happens?
After they enter the other car, Young, which is a baseball guy, sees all his friends zombie fight, and he's just shaking, like he couldn't do it. He couldn't come to terms of him ending his friend's life, so he let the other guys do it.
Yeah, even though
He's a little delicate.
beefy husband pushes him out the way, like, move!
Like nothing.
Right.
I was like,
And then they get cornered, and they're clearly, they're moments away from dying. And home run boyfriend is too terrified to jump in still.
and then we see they pass through a tunnel and it goes darkness, and all the rabbit just stops. They're like,
Yeah, just shut down.
they're like, mm.
Power off.
Forward. Yeah.
So they start tapping the things because for some reason start figuring out that noise attracts them. They're like ding ding ding, so they move them away from where they have to go. I like how I'm doing with my hands, you could see. So he's dinging and banging everything, so they got the way. And then they go to the next car, and there's more zombies, and there's oh great, now what are we gonna do here? He's like, hey, you got your iPhone 15? He's like, yeah,
And
I
look,
just got it.
good jerk dad. Even though he's starting to open up a little bit,
Yeah.
he's not gonna sacrifice his own phone. Notice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, what? You need to call your pregnant wife? Fuck that.
No, hell no.
They ain't doing that again. So they wait for another darkness, and he's like, give me your phone. He's like, why? So I guess he goes into contact to see what's his phone number, because of course they don't have each other's number.
No, but he
So
knows
he
his
went-
fucking number, so he dials his number with Beefy Dad's phone.
He's like, okay, I got you. So they go in and all right. So they go in the cars and they separate on the seats. They're waiting, and then he's like, it's like a grenade. Pull.
Bottom
So
frag. Ow!
So it's like a flashbang. Like what? So they're waiting for another darkness. As soon as it comes in, he gets the phone. He throws it to the far end. He's like, ready, go, and he dies it. It's like a rock thing, like a rock.
Yeah,
Metal.
it's like a K-pop, K-rock.
It was a baby.
Baby metal.
It was baby metal playing.
Llámalo Chocoreto, Chocoreto. Ate bayo.
So they managed to get to the restroom, like mission complete. But in that instant, the tunnel disappears. Like, oh shit!
Hell yeah.
So they all disappeared to different bathrooms, so they're across from each other. It's like, get in, dog, get in. That's even scarier, fool. When what's it called? When it's in the darkness and they're all creepy, like standing around the zombies, the biters.
But nah, I Am Legend, where they're all just congregating together, in the darkness.
and then you got you got the three main characters like having a bro moment inside the bathroom. It's like, hey, you're not so bad. Like, where were you? It's like, he's like trying to punk him, which is pretty cool. In the
That was
midst
when
of
he talked to him and he's like, look, I get it, man. Like, as a dad, as a man, you have to sacrifice, and you might not always get the love and respect and appreciation for that.
amen.
And then like,
It got me.
yes, relatable.
So they wait for another darkness. So they wait, and then goes, asshole dad. I don't know how to like renaming him.
I don't
He
know
looks
his
up-
name either.
Sayako.
Look, Beefy Dad only knew him as jerk and asshole.
There you go. Relatable. So he tells him, hey, look up there. He's like, where? Up there. So where the luggage is at, and on top of the racks, they're trying to do the army crawling.
Little
right
crawl,
through.
yeah.
It reminds me of the scene of, remember the Resident Evil movie when they're crawling on the pipes and they're crawled by all the zombies? Remember?
Yeah,
Zombie?
I
mean, yeah, man.
yeah. Somebody got pulled down from there.
Yeah. It was one of the. Anyways, so he gets pulled down and she goes, "You like my blood?" And she just, okay,
That's right.
for another
Michelle
time.
Rodriguez cut herself.
There you go. You like that, huh? You like that blood?
Oh yeah.
So everybody makes it through, which was pretty cool. And then they're throwing luggage to make sound, so the zombies are crawling everywhere. So they're down to the last person, and of course it's the homeless guy. He's like, "Come on, you could do it." So he goes, he missteps and he slips and he falls down, and all of a sudden they're like, "They're coming! So asshole dad comes like, "Come on, let's go!" Oh no, he goes 1, 2, 3, and he gets up to it, but he stands on a damn what's it called? A can. Makes a noise. Anybody with the big eyes, run! So they run and they
Recycling.
my recycling.
CRV.
So they all started running and stuff, and then they made it to the other, because right before this happens, like the girl calls the guy who's inside. Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, they're on their way. They're gonna be okay, And he's like, "What? Do we really want them in here? You never know. They have diseases and stuff. No, we're not gonna let them in."
CEO is like, "Nah, dude, they're infected."
Exactly. Like, we're gonna keep them out.
But he personifies what asshole dad could be if he gave into that completely. But asshole dad had beefy dad to bring out the better. It's like the dichotomy of what he could have been, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So dickhead CEO is what asshole dad could have been. So he's like, no, protect yourself only. So they're infected, keep them out. And then they tie a bunch of shirts. It's like, no, how does that work? What? The door.
Yeah, the thing is open like this. Yeah.
What is that doing? All right. Okay, great. I guess it kind of worked.
So the survivors are trying to make it to the other side. They're like, "Come on!" So they're banging on the other side. Let us in. Like, no, go away. And then you have a horde of zombies, and this guy's holding the big what's it called? Big hero dad is holding the door. Yeah. It's like, no, come on! What's taking forever? Come on, open it.
That too is like, it would have been infinitely more safe if they had just let them in.
Right. Yeah.
They would have had that door, and then that door, and then a third door, keeping them safe. But they're like, nah, keep them out. They suck.
So in that instance, he's like, "Oh, come on!" And then he's like, "What's taking forever?" And then you see a zombie just comes and bites hero dad in the arms, like, ah,
Beefy Dad decided to put his fingers there for just no reason. It was not helping.
damn raisins.
Dad. Just kicked her face.
So hero dad got bit. You see, like, what's going on? He's like, no. And then the mom starts crying. I started crying too. I was like, no.
Yeah, it was like, main hero. Who's left for us to like?
So what happens is the guy with the badge starts breaking. He breaks the fucking door down.
I like how you call him the guy with the beard. Like, I'm not gonna call him that. He's
So
a good guy, I swear.
The baseball guy is freaking. He broke down the glass. Like, what have you done, you idiot? But yeah, so it's like, come on, I'm holding him. So he's holding everybody. The hero dad's holding everybody back, and he's turning in the mist. He's like,
Yeah,
so he's trying to hold him
That was
still.
sad, man. That was a sad part.
He's like, babe, don't forget, the password is no. The baby's name is I don't remember. Something. I
Life
hope you
signs.
remembered.
Shang Song.
Babe, just remember, I left the stove on. But
So yeah, so they made it in, and then they close the door behind them, and then they're all boom boom. The zombies are like boom boom boom, like banging on the door.
Like you
It's
guys,
like, what are you guys doing?
why do you guys do that, man? Why do you like to do that?
It's because it's fun. We get our activities, we get our kicks this way.
But
you know?
like, have you not heard of Ring Camera? You just ring the bell, and it's just like, hi, I'm here.
we like the surprise aspect of it. You don't know what kind of zombie you're gonna get at your door. You get the salesman or just the biter.
Do you have a moment to talk about? We have the new brands this season.
What is Lord of the Rings zombies or what?
we got the 20.
Yes. Precious.
We got the 2024 brains ready to go.
Big brain time.
You become what's it called, Modok after that. Oh shit.
All right. So what happens next?
So they go in, and of course the people are like, what are you doing in here, you idiots? And he's like, get out of here. Ooh, get out of here.
And he
Yeah,
hits him
you
with the
asshole.
rock 'em, sock 'em.
It's crazy how people go turning on each other really quick, man.
I know. I was getting like very like The Thing vibes.
Get out of here. You
Yeah.
suck. In that instance, we see the old lady see her sister. You know, and in the midst of the chaos, her sister got bit, and she turned into a.
Well, she stayed behind so that everybody could be secured in there.
Yeah.
She was always thinking of others.
You idiot. You
Which you
stupid.
shouldn't
I don't know why.
You should not do that. Just run. Just
I
run.
mean, yeah, not if your sister or whoever she was like didn't care about that at all.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, what did she do that for?
Yeah.
You not care about what she did? Ah,
Like, take me.
nah. I think she's like, you dumb bitch. Like, she did it good.
You're always thinking of others, you idiot. So now she's reminiscing of her sister, of course, you know. But all the people that got booed out got moved into a different door, and they got locked in there. They put like T-shirts, I think, on it. I said, cool, they can't come in or out. So they. So this is instant karma. She's like you idiot. She walks up to the door, you know, where the zombies are behind the glass. She puts her hand. I love your sister.
CEO is like, oh no!
Stop that woman, dude. How come you have no eyes on her, man? Where she went?
Yeah, the danger's over there, and then you'd assume they're looking that way. Just
I know, right? Just in case someone will creep up at you.
Nobody do some shit. You know, don't let some zombies through. You know. Instead, this girl's having a whole moment on her own at the window, just drawing little hearts on it and everything.
Busted a little ET. Ow. So she cracks open the door, and yeah, it's like a tidal wave.
Come on in.
I fresh some new dumplings. I have dumplings.
I don't know how.
Shanghai rolls.
Well, I guess the bathroom was on the other side, huh? For CEO and ticket taker to jump in
Yeah, that's true.
and hide safely.
It's crazy how he uses people, man.
Bro, it was just like what's his name in All of Us Are Dead.
Oh yeah, the bully, the bad guy.
Jun Sok, he was the bad guy too, and that's all he did. He'd just be pushing people out there so he could run away.
Sheesh.
Damn. The reality is, yeah, I think most
People are shit. So after that, we get so people are dying, and they're like, you hear the banging on the door, and they're like, let us in. And like, motherfucker, I'm locked in. So you see the bloody hand, like, and then we go back into the car. You see those slow motion death people, like, I don't know what was that necessary, but yeah. But then after that, we go in the cart again, and we see a heart. We get a heart to heart with Suan and Sioko. Yeah. So Soko is in the bathroom by himself, and then he's like, he gets a call. He's like, I think it's between the call and sitting down or in the bathroom. He gets a call from Kim again. He's like, sir, like, I found out that where all this started was from our biotech thing, like the thing that we started. He's like, did we did this? He's like, I don't know. It's like, no, man, it's not your fault. So Suwako must started it.
That makes you like him that much more.
For starting the outbreak. He's like, no, we didn't do this.
So inconsiderate. Way to eliminate the competition, huh? On the other side, just release the zombies.
Go get them.
But yeah.
And then after we're going, and then the train goes boom, 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 and he's like, what's going on? Like the train is forced to stop because their tracks are blocked. So I was like, SpaghettiOs. So of course all the passengers have to leave. You know, they got out. What happens is the guy, he goes, you think it's safe? It's I think his name is Yon, Mr. Yon. He's like, yeah, go check, go check. He's like, all right. So he gets out and he pushes one of the stores into a zombie and he runs out. He's like, ah!
Never changed.
And then and after that, I guess they're jumping from chain to chain because it's locked, you know. And then Mr. Yan is being he's still chased, and then there's the girl and the bat friend and the bat girl.
Like, why you not go close the door? Like, really?
He's trying to break the door to get through to the other side, and then the zombie is coming, and then Jan throws the girl in front of him, and of course she gets bit. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then of course Mr. Young breaks through the glass. He gets off, and then the lover holds the girl. She's crying. He's like, no. He's rocking, and she turns.
My boyfriend doesn't even get to he doesn't even get to revenge him. He just.
I know, right? He just gives up. He gave up. I was like, why? Go kill the motherfucker. I know I would have. Right, Base? You should go after that guy.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I would bat him right in the back of the head.
Because he only left like a couple of minutes. He would have thrown a rock at him or something.
I wouldn't have killed him. I would have sacrificed myself with him. I would do the whole technique where I just grab him, and just we're going out together, baby. I can't live without my babe, so you can't live a life, kind of deal.
Yeah, foreshadowing.
Go on.
So after that, the conductor gets off. He's like, what the fuck? So he starts running, and he goes to the terminal where all the trains are at. he managed to get one going. So he's like,
Like, by the way, relatable as a train driver, always looking for the bathroom. You get off and like, oh my, is there a 7-Eleven? I'm like, please.
Jesus.
sheesh.
So he's just looking because he got to drop the kids off at the train station, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So he's got it going, and then the conductor found Mr. Yon, and he's like, come on, come on. And of course, they're being chased by fucking monsters, biters, and Yon is like, so. He throws him on there and he gets bit, you know. And then after that,
and then he's like, "Why you are such a jerk?"
And then it's funny how you could see him like they're nibbling on his shoulder pads. They're like, nom, 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 nom. And he's like this.
Where's the bathroom?
Where's the bathroom? I gotta go pee. Oh. And then after that, because of the train is making so much noise, and then the biters are attracted to noise, so you have like fucking immersion of fucking biters.
Well, and then there's that flaming train that busts through.
Oh yeah, it was before the commotion.
Yeah, that was before Mr. whatever you said his name was.
Mr. Yon.
It's Yon.
Mr. Yon. So they're going, and then Mr. Yon and what's his name? Seth's asshole.
That's the only
Asshole,
name I know him by, so I don't know what to tell you.
So they're coming, right? So one is falling on top of another, creating this road type of thing, which is kind of weird. They're like dragging themselves, and oh shit! And then
That's louder than expected. Moving on.
Yeah, you got the zombies out there.
That's
good. He got his t-shirt set up and everything, so he's good.
So they're biting, and then they managed to kick off the whole freaking map of zombies. So he falls, but then Mr. Yon didn't know that he was bitten, right? So he's sitting on the conductor's seat, and you see the daughter, the
Wait, you forgot Hobo Joe's sacrifice.
Hobo Joe sacrifice.
Yeah, when the flaming train is tilted over, and their original train is right there.
Oh, I apologize. Sorry, Hobo Joe.
And then Prego Waifu.
I blame it on the red cup.
And Sue Ann, who apparently is the only character whose name I remembered. They're all trapped under there, and they're like, "How do we get out of here?" And
this way.
Like your dad is trying to get them out, and then some machine.
Oh yeah, because the zombies are holding against the glass, and the glass breaks. Like,
They fall through,
yeah, that's kind of cool. And then Hobo Joe is like, "Oh, this is my time to shine." So he just stands there with his metal pipe. He's like, "Rawr." And then Jerk Dad gets his machine part out, and he's like, "Oh, come on, only 2 people I care about. Come on."
Hobo Joe's like, "Wait!" Like, no.
And then the train, of course, collapses, and all the Zambinos get to climb over it.
It's crazy. It went from, 100 to 20, 30, 40, down to 3 or 4, 5.
Yeah.
Handful of people.
And then at that point, believably, the like 8.5-month pregnant woman and the like 10-year-old girl are outrunning these things that never get winded and don't feel pain and can run at full speed. They're just like, "Okay, we're faster than you. We don't have to catch our breath." "No, sir."
It's like the little race that you play with your kid. Like, you could beat them, but you let them. You just hold yourself back a little.
No, hell no! I always win.
God.
Fuck that.
I mean,
Teach them nobility.
You teach them the lesson right away. You know.
Oh no, I don't do that. No mercy.
Yeah.
I don't do that either. But
like, I looked at it, I was like, these zombies are full ass speed. What do they do? All right, I get them stumbling over each other and stuff, but there's like hundreds of them.
Yeah.
It's a swarm. Yeah, like how are they gonna outrun that? Like,
Oh yeah, they're like this, and they're like.
Like, have you never seen a pregnant person in your life?
it was
He's
like,
waddling.
Yeah, it was like Civil War, you know, where they're running towards each other,
like,
they're
it's
chasing
speed
each
water.
other. Yeah, they're just 60 miles per hour, you know.
I mean, you know what? Like this far in the movie, like it's
They're
a
like
little too late
Avengers. Yeah.
to suspend your disbelief.
Insert the Volvo commercial
They-
here, you know, like
They gave her a Segway. That's why she's like.
segue.
They just edited it out a little bit. She was just
Yeah.
here floating like this.
She
They had
the-
rollerblades, you know. They had the rollerblades.
she got that rush and she tucked in her maternity pants and she's like,
They put that they put the green screen on the roller skate, so she's like this.
honestly.
Strap
So
a
then they
rocket
get
to
on
her.
the train.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, so they made it on the train. It's like I said,
Which
the
they caught
pregnant
up
lady.
to, I guess.
Yeah, it was going kind of slow, so it's okay. So so you see young Soko, and then in the cabin he opens the door, and then you see
Wait,
Young like,
Soko, does he have lime with him?
huh?
Is it Soko with lime?
Oh, okay.
It's tahini with lime. I mean, let's
Tahini.
go takis.
Takis.
It's takis, man. So he gives this whole monologue like, "Is this not supposed to happen?" And I don't want to die. I just want to go home. That's what Yon said. Like I don't want to turn to those things.
Yeah, let me go take care of my mom. She's in Busan.
Man,
And it's like, oh, we care about you now. Nah, dude, fuck you.
you're fucking nasty. Exactly.
Nah,
Yeah.
you're the villain, dude. No.
So what
You
happened
killed a lot of
was
people.
they're fighting, they're punching, and all of a sudden he gets bit. Fuck, damn it, man. Damn it, man. The asshole gets bit, man. Who would have thought?
That's what he gets for being an asshole, man.
Fucking the asshole gets bit, man.
And then
Swan
he
is
sacrifices
crying.
himself, but he holds the chain.
Swan is crying, and then
So let me get into this part real quick.
go ahead, get into it.
So I don't know, about halfway through the movie,
Yes.
I had a tiny human join me.
Yeah.
This tiny human sees a zombie, and it's like, whoa! And I'm like, all right, dude, go lay down, get out of here. So I'm just chilling watching this movie. And
Hey, this saw me last time. All right, I'm sorry. It's been a while.
I'm watching the movie, and like I keep seeing the door creaking open, and I see a tiny human peeking on a tiny little head. And so I'm just like, fine, all right, get in here then. So tiny human chills with me and watches it. Like, you know what? Like, I wish this person was awake right now so that they could help me review this. Because like A1 critique this kid.
Oh wow.
So we get to this part where they're fighting,
Yeah.
and he sees Prince Zuko, the zombie. And he's like, "Oh no, there!" And I'm like, "Yeah, he is." So he gets it, and then he sees like Jerk Dad get bit. He goes, "Oh no, the mop." I don't want to explain, but mop means dad, right?
Yeah, the mop.
Oh no, the mop. Dad. And then it gets to the part where he but
Yeah.
so he goes,
Yeah.
"Oh no, sad." It was hilarious. He just kept like, "Oh no, the dead."
Wow.
I was
That's
dying.
performing arts.
And I was like, you know what? Like, this is my favorite part of this movie.
Oh, look at this. It brought you guys more closer together.
Yeah, for sure. We're watching all the zombie movies.
Nothing like dismemberment and blood everywhere to bring together family.
Oh shoot. So yeah, so he gets a nasty bite, you know, in his hand. He locks the door because he's having a heart to heart with Suan, saying, "Hey, you gotta take care of this old lady now. You're the
By the
man."
way, delete my browser history.
She's like, you know what? Like, you're the man of the house now. You know, I gotta take care of this. The three of you have to survive now. It's like, what? You know, you gotta take care of each other. And then you see Prince Zuko walking to the back of the train, and then he's tying a chain. But do you see his shadow just like fall off the train? His shadow fell off, not him. You could have, you know, the trick you do with the shadow. You could lean forward, and it looks like you're falling or something.
What did
probably-
he do? The Michael Jackson?
Yeah, he's like,
He had the shoes for it.
Or he like nails him
like
to
this.
a board.
yeah.
You've been bit by smooth criminals.
Smooth zombie.
So yeah, so he jumps off, and then you hear like her like, "Dada!"
I gotta
So,
say,
yeah.
man, like all the Korean stuff, like all their horror movies, and like I don't know, every
There's much
Korean
emotion,
movie I've
man.
seen thus far, like
So much darkness and emotion, novella.
yes, see, they like go all the way,
Yeah.
man. Like
Yeah.
I'm like,
You get all
like
the feels.
they threw the hero away, they threw the likable guy away. They give zero fucks.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he failed. He doesn't know where they're going. They're going to Busan. He doesn't know.
Exactly.
He failed. As far as he knows, he failed.
Mission failed.
Like, all right, it worked out, but
Here, we'll make him slightly likable. Now he's gone.
Now he's
yeah,
got.
exactly. Yeah, dude, they threw him right away.
Build him up just to break him down.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I mean, I guess he gets his redemption towards the end. No, that was his final piece with her.
Yeah, that was his Majin Vegeta moment.
My pride.
Arnold Flash!
Final flash. So you see the train, it's going, you know, it finally stops at Busan, you know, and then they're going under this
And then they're like, wait, there's no Starbucks here, and they keep going.
so they almost gas, so they get off and they start walking.
They don't check
Aimlessly.
for traps, but they see
Yeah,
like burned ass bodies all around them.
and the one that got me was like the one that's twitching. He's like, I was like, oh yes, you got
Yeah,
me.
yeah, keep walking, we're good. Yeah, they
And
just threw caution right to the wind.
They're like, they follow the trail of dead body.
Nice.
Oh, get us to where we need to go.
Only good can come from this.
So they
You
they
see?
go.
No. All right, good. Sing.
So they're going underneath, and you see the army is like has a scope on her. Like, sir, we have bogeys incoming. How many? 2, boy and a girl. He's like, all right, eliminate them. She's like, what? Straight out kill him. He's like, okay. He's like, all right, ready. He's got him like this, and then the thing that saved her is they're playing "A Bad Bitch" by Nicki Minaj or whatever the new song is.
What are they singing? Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. No, what are they singing? I don't
I'm a
remember.
bad bitch. I'm a nitsa. I'm a. She starts rapping. She gets down. No, she was singing Blackpink. The new song, Pink Venom.
Man, you are.
That was Anaconda, bro.
There you go.
My
So they-
Anaconda don't.
Look,
Oh, all right.
we got survivors.
They're bringing that heat.
They got bars for days. Just go get them. We need entertainment. It's been a long time. So yeah, so they go, they get them, and they run in and fade to black, and
Yeah.
That's it.
At least it doesn't end as confusingly sad as All of Us Are Dead does.
yeah, nobody jumping off of a fucking roof.
Yeah, it was just like, what,
I'm gonna go with my kind.
It's very We're like, all right, you already killed everyone we care about.
That's it.
I mean, it's kind of true in this movie as well, but I guess at least we got Prego Wife and
Prego wife, yeah. So boss man or freaking strong man gets to live on, you know?
Yep.
in the
With
baby
his
form.
kid, whatever it is. Did he even know the gender? Or he was just throwing like a male name out there.
He didn't even throw a name. He called him Sleepy.
No, he threw a name out there. At the end, he was like,
I think it was a boy, wasn't
yeah, he put a boy name out there.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Zombie.
I don't.
Call him Zombie.
Yeah, no, I'm not familiar enough with their name structure to like pinpoint it, but he threw a name out there and he's like, "This is the name." And then the wife is like, "No, the name fucking sucks." And he's like, "Oh!" He's like, "Ah, shit."
Calls him
She's
Kirby.
doing dirty, you know. Just change the name.
Es Kirby. Like, my name is Es Kirby.
Yeah, like that'll be his middle name. Yeah.
And that's why he got with Angelina after.
Let's start the rating. So, what do you guys give it from scale 1 to 10?
I gave it like an 8.5, man.
I wait.
Nice.
Yeah.
Senor Hitman. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Explain. Go.
Because of zombies, you know, the type of zombies that they were, and just
Yeah,
the way.
like I said. Oh, go on.
No, go ahead.
Like I was saying that like they didn't dig into the science. They didn't try to break it down. They didn't try to explain anything to us. It was just like adrenaline. Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's what you want.
Yeah, it was way different from all the other zombie movies, you know. Like it's just
It's the mad sprint to the end, bro.
free for all, man. It's just fucking, and they're pop locking their way to it. You know, it's like
A movie you could compare to this is 28 Weeks Later.
but that one's kind of slow, isn't it? I thought it was pretty slow. Compared to
Some of
this.
the zombies, like not the first one, the part 2, the 28 weeks.
Because
Not
the first
the
one is
months.
28 days later.
No,
Yeah,
months. As
28
months
days.
and days, and then weeks. No, yeah,
What?
yeah, 28 days. I apologize. Yeah, I love that movie. You could tell, huh? So, anyways, I feel like it was the blood and the turn, and then it started.
Oh, where he dropped in his eyeball. Infamous.
Oh,
scene.
not in the eye, bro. We tell them a lot of times, don't get it in the eye.
Well, just imagine you're living in a world where like any little splatter, or let's say you just you nick yourself on a train and blood falls on it, like you're just done. Like, or
You
you
turn to She-Hulk, bro.
Yeah, and like in this movie, they didn't have time to process what caused what. They were just like, we got to keep away from these guys.
That's it. Yeah,
That was
survival.
it.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I give it
What did you think about it? Yeah.
Even though, like in the end, like Busan definitely fell as well, right? Because
Yeah.
like everything around them was fucked. There's
Yeah.
no way. There's no way they survived too.
What
Well,
you
they
think-
say they send all the army to Busan just to the stronghold.
Well,
Well,
unless
except
there's
for
only
all
like
the army
one tunnel that's going to it, then maybe. But I mean, ironically, Busan has to be, you know, like I'm just surprised that Busan was actually stable at the time. You would think that
I wish they'll come back with it and it says
messed up.
the walking through Busan.
walking through Busan, tunnel to Busan.
There you go.
Yeah.
Uber Eats to Busan.
So,
They
so
leave it ambiguous.
what'd you think about it, Hitman? No, I'm kidding. Juan, what'd you think about the movie?
I thought of it as like I said, like it was like a sprint. We got introduced to the good guys, bad guys, fairly quickly, and after that, like the chaos, like it was just too in your face instead of like letting it breathe a
What?
little bit.
Yeah, but
really-
you're the
opposite of what
ABC
you
guy though.
always-
Is what I'm not understanding. You're the ABC guy, so it's like, what the heck is this? Is your movie?
No,
Yeah.
Resident Evil is my movie. 28 Weeks Later is my movie. Like I said, they have reason to be what they're doing. These zombies are just like
Oh, so you're already going into the movie comparing it to the other zombie movies as far as like
that's what
taking it
I'm
as a
saying. Like
whole.
because we're trained in that aspect. Like, all right, so zombies do this because
Trained.
they're hungry.
Ah!
Because they wanna eat. They wanna continuous sustenance. Look at the Walking Dead. What did they do? They don't just bite people to bite
So
people.
you're just more interested into the politics of the zombie, like,
No,
like what's going on with their lives.
I'm not saying Usain Bolt, man, running to fucking.
Like I don't appreciate them pop locking. I want to know their lifestyle. Like
I want to know what the motivation they got into it, man.
what drives them to eat people.
But this wasn't even bite. I feel like it was a waste of flesh. It's like, all right, you biting them, then all right, you turn into there is an army of just.
All right, but like, think of it this way then. All those shows and movies, like, if there was a mass outbreak, the first 24 hours would be this movie.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know any of the signs. You wouldn't know anything. Just think of it from, like, average Joe is trying to get away from it. That's the perspective we're given. We're not going to know the science. They might try to figure it out, but they don't really have time.
Yeah, this is like a first person point of view, like just in there, versus having to look from it from the outside, like Resident Evil, they got research papers out already, and like what's going on, give you a lowdown of the story,
the biotechs and all that. And I was like, okay, that's what it is.
So deep,
T-virus and all that.
Like Mary had her coffee and then just dropped the vial on the floor, kind of deal.
And we had the story. We're like, oh, okay, I understand. Like, why they're doing that now?
Next thing we know, they're all eating Jill sandwiches.
Yeah.
They need to feed.
So what rating would you give it out of 10?
Out of 10, me?
And for mature.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it a 8.5.
Oh, really?
Okay, that sounds really high compared to how you were describing it.
Yeah, exactly. I would say you're down like at a 7.
No, you know what I'm saying? I loved everything aspect. It's just the zombie thing. Just like, okay, cool. Like, after a while, it got like, okay, repetitive. Like, bite, turn. Like, okay. It's like I said, a chickenpox outbreak or anything. Okay. And the you know what I'm saying? There's no dramatic pause of seeing people turn. Like the people that you love is like, oh, okay, you're dead, and you turn. Instead of like,
what about the the whole handprint and the window?
Well, that was like 3 seconds of my life. Like, here, care for them because they love each other. Like, okay, cool. Like, I wanted that. Like, oh no, like that. What's it called? That threat. Like the hope. Because in Resident Evil there's a cure. The green vial. Like, oh, hang on, we could save you. That championship of hold on, not yet. The journey was you're going with them, and then the slow turn, not just like boom, okay, you're just like invested like right away, like okay, let's move on to the next character. Oh, he's dead. Okay, let's move on to the next character.
Gotcha.
I don't know, it's just me, but yeah, it's everything else is cool. It's just that aspect. I understand. I love that pop locking zombies and stuff.
Nice.
I like they had to turn their neck, but it's my people.
It's such a totally different vibe, though.
Yeah.
Western zombie, like they direct it so different.
I feel like this is like more action, like boom, 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 instead of suspense, like lurking and hearing them before you see them, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, passionate zombie fans. We went from a train to Busan to what's the town called?
Raccoon City.
Raccoon City?
No, I mean Hocus Pocus.
Oh.
It's damn. It's in the tip of my tongue.
Salem?
There you go. Is it Salem?
Is it actually
Should be
Salem?
Salem.
I just pulled that out of my ass.
Yeah, it is Salem.
Yeah.
Well, that's the cat.
Okay.
So our final thoughts on this beautiful zombie movie. The second question is, would you like to see a part
about zombies? Stay the hell away from Korea.
Yeah.
Those zombies are fast as fuck. Unless you're pregnant or a child, you can outrun them.
Get the Mario star.
Oh, forget it. You can't outrun them.
Follow-up question is: you would like to see a part 2 of this?
No, I don't
No.
know, man. You're right.
No part 2.
No. What are
A
they gonna
train
do?
leaving
Maybe it's one-
Busan and going back to the leaving Busan.
Not really.
No, I think they closed it out really well. That's it. It's
Okay.
like, you know,
Yeah, I'm
they
good.
killed everybody off, and you know,
I feel like this, the dad survived, the asshole that survived. That's the
Don't even
rumors.
that's an
I was
interesting.
I was reading up to it. They're like saying that he survived the fall.
Well,
Yeah,
so
but-
somebody else feels this way, and you read it.
What about the zombification? You know, like how did he survive that?
Yeah,
He
his,
probably
his
became
people were
immune.
white.
We
Could be
developed
the
the
one.
cure in Bosnia.
He probably the one that's not affected.
Oh, he's immune, but we clearly saw him turn, didn't we?
No, he was fighting it. He
His
didn't.
eyes were white.
Yeah.
So where did he keep? The other guys were white,
He
and he
turned around.
back.
He gave her one last 90-degree. You know, peace.
I don't know. It's up to debate. But yeah, man, I would like to see one more go at this in a different aspect of like what's happening in Busan towards the rest of the world type of thing.
It should be Western zombies versus Korean zombies. That's what
Ooh, in a cage. Put them in a
Yeah.
cage.
they find the bridge, the divide, you know, from Alaska.
Well, hey, Westerners know how to eat, so we definitely got that. Hey, look at the Beyond Meat guy. Like, I guess he's starting to eat meat again.
Really?
Well, he bit somebody's nose off.
Oh God.
That's
With
right.
that-
That's right.
Yep. There's a Western
You
zombie.
think
for
he'd
you.
be political correct, you know, politically correct. But
Yeah, like, no, his nose was made out of plants.
he actually got the surgery done, so it's all just raw material. Like it wasn't
Oh
even
my goodness.
flesh or anything.
It was all celery. I can smell it.
It was synthetic. It was a synthetic nose.
He had the carrot sticks from Buffalo Wild Wings. Put it right there.
That's what it was.
With that being said, final thoughts before we get out of here.
On to the next one. What are we watching?
Hocus Pocus 1 and 2.
Pokusu.
Double feature. We're trying to tone it down a little, and then after we're going to ramp up again with Hellraiser and other stuff. Stay tuned for the October Scary Corner. This is going to get hardcore, so even me, I'm getting jiggle biggies.
Does Hellraiser star? Is it Pinhead or is it Tithead from Little Nicky? Because I would for sure watch a whole ass movie. With it.
To Adam Sandler.
Tithead, no!
Gosh, Cassius, come on.
Oh my God, what is it you're doing? I'm sorry, I don't actually remember any lines from that movie except for Tithead. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I just remember the dude, you know, just.
You hit me in the face with a shovel, and now I talk like this.
Popeyes is a shiznit.
Popeye's chicken is fucking awesome.
With that being said, viva la revolución. Viva Mexico, viva. Let's go, Mexico win Saturday.
Yeah, that's my team, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. Hit, man.
Yeah,
Represent
boy.
your team. Where's your jersey, man? I'd like to see your Mexico jersey.
I don't know. Does it exist?
It's back in
What is it?
Idaho.
Yeah, it does.
Does it have bimbo bread?
The old one did, but
It's
not
pretty
this
sure
one.
it's-
a concha.
Wait, does it have a?
Concha.
Didn't they make one for males called himbo?
Oh, goodness sake.
Oh, wow.
4 base and the
I'll wear
hitman.
that jersey any day.
I am the party boy zombie. This is and has been the Scary Corner.
Yeah.
The
Go get it.
Watchers, him and a zombie. Till next time, much love. Stay tuned for more. Check out my shorts.